Going on, everybody? Welcome on back. We are back. Some more Pocket Mads. What is this? Pocket Mads number 36. Oh, let me turn her down. We're jamming. We were jamming like no one ever was. Gotta catch 'em all. All right, let's catch 'em all in top 64 today. Is that what we're doing? I forgot. Let's take a look. Yes, top 64. Let's see what we can find. Looks like we're already off and running. We're off to the races here. I know what we'll do. Right off rip. We never got to watch this one yesterday, so we're gonna watch it right stinking now. Let's do it. Get the gameplay up and loaded here, and I will get the deck lists up and loaded. Oh, we gotta mute that. I did not realize that. Okay. Time to mute. Time to get everything's up and running. Folks, welcome on in. Starting off with top 64 here in just a second. Mm-hmm. Gameplay on the screen. Give me just a sec. I'm working on the deck list now. Shout out to everybody playing today. Ooh, I just scrolled through and I saw Corn Dog. I saw my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. Folks, let me know what you think. Is it too quiet? Not quiet enough? The music, I had to make some adjustments to my sound level yesterday. So let me know if everything still sounds okay. Are we too quiet? Could the music be louder? Could I be quieter? Could you be quiet? We're trying to watch some games here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Getting the deck list loaded up in the meantime. Kind of a couple interesting decks here, if I'm being real. Kind of a couple interesting deck lists. Both of them somewhat similar, if we're being real, right? The only difference here, for the most part, in fact, it's very ironic that these guys managed to meet up in Top Cut. First round in Top Cut, these guys get matched up. Very awkward. Very strange. Frog Numa on the bottom here. Again, Frog, or I guess Numa Tonale playing Mewtwo instead of Oricorio. His opponent, Luffy, opts to play Oricorio instead. Numa only running one Mewtwo, whereas the opponent, Luffy, runs two Oricorios. There is a hand block in place for Numa. Unfortunately, that is outside of our control. Couple differences here I'm noticing. Looks like Luffy only runs one stadium. However, the plaza that Numa also runs seemingly would just help both players. Obviously, Oricorio doesn't benefit from it, but both Tina and Indeedee do. Looking at Numa's deck, this is actually going to be really... This is not going to be a good battle. I just realized what we're looking at here. Double Ori. You know, of course I want to watch Numa's battle, and it's like, oh, here, you get double Ori and no way to answer it other than two helmets and Indeedee. Like, this might be a really long match. The one good thing here, though, is Numa doesn't have... Oh boy, and they both had field blowers too. But I was gonna say Numa doesn't have any way to power. Oh no, he does. He does run electric energy. Or not Numa. I'm sorry, Luffy. Luffy running both electric and psychic type energy. Now that I'm looking at the board here. Huh. Interesting that this deck works, but at the same time, not surprising. This deck probably hates to see a Hydreigon, that's for sure. I think Numa loses this, right? Just based off the board state, there's no way Numa can win. But at the same time, there's also, like, we might just infinitely tie this match forever. Right? Look at this state. Look at this match. Huh. Very interesting. Give me a sec. Let me get a couple things pulled up in the background here. Well, again, I don't know if I like the, where we're at here, I guess, for Numa. Numa gonna end up taking 30 damage a turn now, I guess. Yeah, unfortunately, I think this is Numa's game to lose here. Well, maybe we stick around for at least the end of game 1. I don't know how long we want to watch this for, because this is definitely going to be a long, drawn-out sort of match. Ironically, it's like Luffy's deck just 1000% counters this. So the problem here is if Luffy decides to move into the active, he wins, right? Luffy just is playing the waiting game. He just has to wait until he gets his field blower, can go into the active, hit an Indeedee, or just goes in now, can hit the Indeedee. I think he survives with 10 HP here. Gonna take 20 from the attack. Cape goes on, so never mind. Unless we have field blower here, we're totally cooked. Yeah, I'm gonna be real too, chat. I see somebody saying, I feel bad for Numa, and I agree with that. Again, it sucks when you make top cut and, like, I mean, it's all random, right? Or, well, for the most part, it's all random. It's not like anybody has control over the matchups. The matchups are all done, like, based off how well you have done. So I guess random's not the right way to put it. It's not necessarily random, but it's outside of any sort of human control that these matches get paired up how they do. So the fact that Numa matches into a deck list that's almost similar to his, very, very close, right? With the Indeedee Tina setup. But either way, very similar deck lists. It's just that Luffy's 1000% counters this deck list. So we did actually get to attack against Tina here. Kind of a smart move too, attacking with Mewtwo. I mean, Numa playing the best he possibly can here, right? Numa is one of the best players I know. Problem is he is now 1000% Ori locked. And like, what do we do? But I was going to say though, the compliment I can give him there is the fact that his Mewtwo had 4 energy on it. That was the only thing he could do to KO that Giratina. But anyways, he attacks with his 4 energy Mewtwo, drops it down to 2 energy so that Indeedee on the bench doesn't come in and just one-shot. Gonna try his best here, I guess, to stay alive. Might as well Tina. No, maybe you don't want to Bellow, actually. There is Indeedees on the bench, so they're like, you know what I mean? You don't want to unnecessarily put in too much energy on the board here. And we do have 4 energy ready to go on Tina, so we're good to go. So here's my thoughts on this. Somebody in chat saying, why would you make a deck that doesn't have an Ori answer? A lot of reasons. I personally don't like building decks around Oricorio. I understand that there's obviously a need to build decks around Oricorio in a lot of situations, tournaments especially, but if you're doing something like just grinding ranked, I feel like, especially, this is very true in ranked grind. If you're doing something like grinding ranked, I don't think you need Ori answers, right? What do you get? Like, what's the chance you run into a 100% Ori counter deck in ranked? Like 1 out of 20? I mean, I'm sure you will run into one eventually, but it's like, what out of how many matches did it take for you to run into an Ori lock? Again, like 1 out of 20 matches is an Ori lock. You know what I mean? Like, why gimp my deck 19 out of 20 times just to have that Ori answer in my back pocket for that 1 out of 20 win? I'll take the loss. Take the loss in rank, move on with your life, enjoy the deck how you want it to be played. Don't worry about Oricorio. With Numa, in this situation, tournaments are a lot of luck. It's a lot of who are you getting matched into? And like, this situation here is a prime example of that. Or Numa got matched into like his perfect counter. So he took that gamble of running no Ori counter, made it all the way to top 64, and here we go. This is the answer. This is what we get. I don't know. Let me see what happened right here. He's not searching. Stream offline. I think Numa may have just given him the game, which is very sad and unfortunate. Yeah. All right. Again, let's give some big shout outs to Numa. One of my favorite players to watch. One of the best players in Frog. Very, very unfortunate that the game ended that way. But it is what it is, right? That's Pocket. Going down the standings here. Let's take a look at what else we might have still in play. I'm sure we've got some other stuff we can watch. Let's see where Zax is at. Zax was killing it yesterday with Mega Manetric, some Mega Man. And let's hop in and see where he's at. All right, looks like Zax in the middle of his game, so let me get this up and running, or updated here, excuse me. Zax up against Star Nexus. Who is playing Zoroark. Zax with that awesome hand blocker. I don't know why yesterday I was thinking that was Super Monkey Ball. I saw the monkey and I thought Super Monkey Ball, but that is actually Mega Man Legends, right? That is Data from Mega Man Legends. I think was the character, right? Data and Roll, wasn't that who it was? Not good. I think that was game number 2 here for Zax, or loss number 2, unfortunately. All the homies getting taken out early. Star Nexus gonna move on here. Big shout out to Zax as well. All right, big shout out to Zax. Again, always fun to get to see him play. Let's see what else we have lined up for us in the meantime. See if they showed up here. It's already sharing. Okay, let's do it. I think we'll hop into this game here. This one looks kind of interesting. It's got one of the future decks. Oh, you guys seeing that? Let's hop in here. Doodle-doop. That. All right, Caviar. We watched play yesterday a little bit. Why this is... I don't know what happens with my OBS every time I close it, but OBS is just like, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do and just move things around, revert things back. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. I hear a ding. Is that a good ding or a bad ding? Zax, thank you for the raid. Again, big shout out. Good run this week. Always fun getting to watch you. All right. Where are we at? There we are. Again, folks, give me just a sec. I'm getting the deck list loaded up as we speak. Currently watching Caviar play against Grilles, I believe it's pronounced. Grilles? I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm 100% sure. It's French. And I can only imagine how wrong I'm pronouncing it. But either way, it is Zoroark versus the, I guess that future Iron Valiant deck. I've got the deck list loaded up for everybody here. This is still game 1. All right. One good thing about the future Iron Valiant deck is how annoying the 3 prize points can be sometimes. A lot of decks can struggle trying to get through 3 prize points. I think actually we're looking pretty good here for the future side of things. Future's so bright. Might have to wear shades here. Iron Boulder, 120 HP. That's the problem now, is the lack of HP. Never mind. There we go. Let's see what we decide to do. Crown's going to be able to take out Zoroark. However, it's going to put itself at 80 HP in the process. Wait, was that a mistake there? Why not just do the energy booster on the iron boulder? So that way you can one-shot Dark Rye. So I'm guessing... Actually, wait. No, they don't have enough energy on Dark Rye, so Iron Crown's going to be able to survive the hit here. What do they have to go in with? Does that mean they go in with Bombardier? I think you have to go in with Bombardier. Or Dark Rye. Far cry from a Dark Rye. I gotta be real, though. I don't understand this play. Oh, I never mind. I also misread the fact that we're gonna have 2 prize points, so you can't go in with Bombardier. I don't know why I'm just like out of it this morning here. Give me a sec. We'll get back into it. We do Cyrus in the Iron Valiant. However, whomstever, I think that just means that Gorillas can go in with... We do get free retreats, but still an awkward choice. Ballsy choice, too. What if the opponent used their leaf blower on your stadium there? Then what do you do? Cyrus it is. Cyrus was sitting there waiting. All right, game 1. That's funny. Caviar is also watching the stream. I think he just realized, uh-oh, I'm on stream. Caviar, don't worry. We only saw the end of that game. I mean, you played to your best. There's nothing you did wrong there. So, no shame in that loss. Again, I do think that these future decks, these future, like the future Iron Crown, Valiant, Boulder decks are annoying. Their biggest strength is the fact that they're a 3 prize pointer deck. Yeah, he even said, you guys can't see it. I have the screen blocked until we have the game pulled up here, but he bounced into, somebody sent him a message on Discord saying, hey, yeah, Caviar on stream. And he just said that this is a horrible matchup for him. But again, play into his best, play into his outs. It's the best you can do. And once you get hit with these tough matchups, it always seems to me like, again, whenever I make top cut in a tournament, you show up the next day and you're like, yeah, all right, ready to go. Let's do this. And you get matched into whatever is like 100% your counter in top 60. Like your first match is your straight counter. Seems like kind of a rough start for both players here, potentially. In game 2. I don't know if Caviar wants to start with Dark Rye necessarily, and I don't know if Grillas wants to start with Iron Boulder in the active. Grillas does have a few ways to correct the hand here, so not totally over for him, but still not the best of starts, I would say. Could be a potential way for Caviar to get some ground here. I see you guys still talking about Oricorio in the chat. Here's my thought on Oricorio, and I've said this a few times. I think that Oricorio's not a bad thing for the game per se. I just don't like that there's only one card in one typing that has that mechanic, right? Oricorio and Electric Bird is the only thing that gets that. Give me two more Oricorios, right? I want 2 more Oricorios that are maybe like Steel type. Give me like a Steel type Oricorio. Give me like dare I say Grass type? Darkness type feels like it would be very strong, but something like Steel, Grass, Darkness, maybe even a Fighting Oricorio. Either way, point being, that's how you balance the Oricorio shenanigans, is you just give the same, just copycat Oricorio, make a darkness card and, like I said, a steel card. Just two other typings. Give them an Oricorio that does the exact same thing at the exact same health. I mean, maybe you could swap it up like 10 health. They have 10 health difference for like a 10 damage difference. You know what I mean? Like you could maybe play with the numbers just a little bit, but still I want it to be like a basic, low energy, 1 to 2 energy. 1 energy would be overpowered, so 2 energy probably best. That blocks basics just like Oricorio at the same health. All you have to do is share the love. That's how you fix the answer. Fix the problem. That's the answer to the problem. That's what I'm trying to say. Either way, going out with the Bombardier. Bombardier. They have to get rid of the... Ooh, going for the Plaza. I don't know if I like that move, per se, because I think that means they're going to get one shot on Darkrai, does it not? Don't you get hit for 120 by this guy? This Pokemon, if this Pokemon has a tool attached, it does 40 more damage for a total of 120. But the tool that's attached is going to do an extra 20 damage. So, again, I don't know if I necessarily like this. This could be do or die here for Caviar. Here we go. Moment of Truth, going to be his next play. He keeps bouncing out behind the games here, so I'm going to block that when he does. We didn't attack? I'm very confused here. What's going on? Oh, we didn't have the second Valiant. That's why. I'm just assuming we had 2 Valiants on the board. That's a Crown, not a Valiant. Which means now we can retreat. We have Bombardier on the field. We can retreat. We're going to get hit for 140, though, next turn regardless. Hum. Oh, hum. I don't think attaching to Darkrai is the answer. Again, you're going to get hit for 140 here. And that's going to slurp all your energy away. You do have Bombardier, so you can retreat for only 1 energy. But... all right. I think this is probably not looking so great. Again, we don't have any energy here. No way to really tank the next hit without... Absol's the only thing that can tank the hit. It's not over. Very smart play here from Caviar. Essentially, he's saying, you know what? I'm not building Absol because if I do, he's going to be stuck with, like, what, 30 health after this hit? So, we'll just, you know... Oh, no, wait. Oh, smart. Even smarter. I forgot about this. You can attack with Zorua, automatically evolve yourself. Okay. I don't know if I hate this play necessarily. After the boulder hits into the helmet, I think we get type advantage and could even KO with Bombardier. But it doesn't matter. There's a second boulder ready to go on the bench. Yeesh. Not looking so great here. $10 HP, 40 with the Pokemon Center lady. So again, we can get the KO with Bombardier. It's going to come down to whether or not they have second Iron Valiant waiting. If they have one on the bench, then you just attack with Boulder next turn and it's over. Risky Professor there. The future player Grills does run 2 copycats. And that could be how they win this. Valiant goes in the active, which tells me they don't have the crown, but that's also okay. There it is. Gonna hit for exactly 70 damage. And great run from Caviar. Couple of, I mean, rough starts for the players that we're watching, right? They're getting matched into these decks that are definitely not decks that they would like to be matched into, I feel like. Like, if I'm playing Zoroark, I don't want to have to play against that future deck. Either way, shout out to Caviar. Great run. We'll see you next week. Grills, moving on. 6 Rills? 6 Trials? I don't know what the name is. It's gotta be Grills. Let's see what else we have going on here. Where are the games at? Ooh, Homie Golfer MT is out, unfortunately. El Marco out, unfortunately. Gosh, dang, everybody's having a rough first round in Top Cut. Let's see if the second round, Top 32, will be any better here. Again, I'm trying to lock in for a game for us. Excuse me. Hold on. I'll find something. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Got bracket. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so I guess some options we have right now. Charizard was a game. Charizard's a thing. What else do we have? Luffy's deck. Looks like a lot of the interesting decks got taken out in top 64, unfortunately. Give me a sec. Sorry, finding the game. All right. Luffy and Outlaw. Let's watch Luffy again, I feel like. That's probably the most interesting deck. That or Mega Sceptile. One of the two. Luffy or Semantic. All right, here we go. All right, gameplay on the screen. Give me just a sec here, getting the deck list and everything else loaded. Already in progress in our top 32 here between Luffy and Outlaw, I believe it was. Yep. Speaking of Outlaw, I just went back and rewatched Outlaw Star. Do you guys remember that one? On Toonami? I had no idea what was going on. You know what? And as a child, I had no idea what was going on. And as an adult, I still have no idea what was going on in that show. Something about the galactic ley line. Locking in on this game, though. Just about got the deck list loaded up for everybody. Outlaw Star versus Luffy. Who do you guys think would win? I think Gear 4 Luffy probably takes it, huh? Especially when he hits Gear 5. Well, back at the game, we're losing our popsicle. Which might actually be important here. We have Oricorio sitting at 110 health, which is disgusting. It's a caped up, planesed up Oricorio. That's Mega Oricorio right there. Mega Corio. Is Luffy onto something? Is this a cook? In like the worst way possible? This reminds me of like an 18 trainer deck almost, but like a little different, I guess. It's 16 trainer Oricorio and Didi. With one Tina in there as backup. But actually kind of disgusting that they're just playing only Oricorio and Ndidi for this. All right, Field Blower goes away, so we're at least dropping Oricorio down a little bit, but not any answer to this Oricorio. The only thing we could do was attack with Bombardier or a Roaring Moon. There's the Moon. That will force a Sabrina. However, we just go into our other full health Oricorio and we're ready to go. I don't know. Interesting cook here from Luffy. One thing he could do is just attach and bellow. He's going for it, though. He says, let's just party. I came to party. Probably makes sense. Could even Popsicle here. I mean, why not, right? Why not Popsicle here? What are you saving those Popsicles for? Question is, though, do you want to bellow or just attack? Also, guys, the gameplay, the screen's a little blurry, a little fuzzy. See if we can wipe it off a little bit. Blurbles with the truth in chat. Guys, definitely be nice to the players, even if they do make a misplay or anything like that. You got to remember, a lot of these players are playing... This is like their 30th game played in 2 days. Sometimes you get scrambled brained, you know? We all make mistakes in this game. You'd be lying if you said you haven't ever made a misplay. Or you haven't played the game enough. One of the two. But either way, definitely be nice. Blurbles, what did Blurbles say? Anyone can have an opinion, not everyone can make day 2. I love that. Very true. I mean, they can attack. I don't know why what we're thinking about here. Just let her rip. Let's go. We're waiting on you. Are they're... I'm wondering if they're debating the bellow versus attack scenario here. They might want to start bellowing. Like honestly, you probably should have just bellowed there. Maybe. They do run PCL Popsicle and a cape. Cape's already down, but PCL Popsicle could have bumped the Darkrai outside of KO range. So I understand maybe why they did that. Kind of unfortunate we're getting nothing but electric energy now, because I do feel like we want to just start attaching to Tina. Or even Indeedee, actually. One of the two. Gotta get the score right on this. This is 1-1, so whoever wins this game moves on. Moving slow. Game's a little blurry here. They opt to go in with Roaring Moon this turn to take the hit. And we are going to Cyrus. I don't know if I would have Cyrus here. Did you guys have Cyrus there? Is that the right play? Oh, you have to. Just realized Outlaw also at 2 prize points. Okay, so now we are going to bellow. Get ourselves ready to go. Smart move, I think, on Luffy's end. That actually stalled long enough so that they're going to have to attach 1 more energy to retreat on the Darkrai. Where do you go when you retreat? Doesn't look good from there. Both Zoroarks have 2 retreat costs, so I think we are officially hooketh. Good news is we do get 1 more turn. I guess both players are buying 1 more turn here, right? You know, sometimes this will happen, right? People just forget about the fact that Oricorio is a real thing. It's kind of like how sleep at the start of ranked... okay. I'm going to justify me playing Sleep Scam one more time today. But it's kind of like how sleep was very, very good that first night of ranked, just because people were not respecting sleep, right? So... I'm sure if Prelux is watching, Prelux can vouch. Prelux, I think, hit 3rd place, and I got like 30th place or something with both of us. Like, both of us were playing normal decks, and I think it was Wami Burps, or whatever his name is, Wami. It's like Tommy with a W, but he came in and he was #1. He had peaked at #1 playing Sleep Scam, and he's like, bro, you guys need to play Sleep. What are you doing? What are you doing here in Ultra Ball 4 still? Swapped over to Sleep and immediately peaked up at 30th place. But I guess the point of this story isn't to brag about how high I peaked with sleep. It is over the next few days that sleep deck became less and less effective because a lot of people were like, yo, what the hell? Sleep is absolutely dominating right now. So they swapped it up and, you know, now they're respecting it. Tough place here. Not sure what we do, where we go. You just go in with Tina? I think you go in with Tina, right? Tina's ready to party. Charizard, another good example of, like, people stopped respecting Charizard, and now it's back. All right, there we go. Luffy moving on with the double Ori deck. This double Ori deck is actually kind of crazy. Who is going to stop this? That is a great question. Who stops the double Ori train? We'll find out. Find out next time. They're playing against Sleep Scam next, so maybe Sleep Scam will be the answer. That could actually be a good answer to it. We'll come back, we'll find out. In the meantime, what else do we have going on here? Let me do this. Frog EX Wan still in it playing Charizard Y. We'll keep an eye on that one. I would definitely like to watch some Charizard games at some point. A lot of people are just waiting for their next game to start. Let's see if we can find one already in progress. Why don't we do this? Oh, it's ready to go. Do we follow the line? Let's do this. We're going to follow the line, but we're going to swap where we're watching from. Tomat, where are you at? Are you in Discord? If you are, I don't know what name you're under. Hold on one sec, guys. Give me a sec. Boop, boop, boo. I don't know what this means. In English. That's good for me. But what's your name? What is your name? Sorry, guys, you might hear some gameplay in the background here. I'm bouncing between rooms for just a sec. That's not it. Now, God damn it, Bobby. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Stay with Luffy, I guess. I wanted to watch the opponent's POV, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna be the case. No problem, though. We're halfway set up here. This is gonna be a top 16 match. Sec, tabbed out. I think they just tabbed out to see that I was popped in the room. One moment, chat. I'm getting the deck list loaded up for Tomat right now. So we're going... This could be the end of the Oricorio player right here, I feel like. This might be a good answer to it. In fact, this might be the best possible answer to it, right? Is Sleep Scam. Okay. All right, game one, top 16? Question mark, question mark. Let me triple check that. Game 1 in top 16. Between Tomat and Luffy. Again, Luffy bringing the new heat. Which is double Ori. Ori and Desty. Also very risky that they just run dual energy. I guess it works in a weird way, but Tina also there to just kind of let you bellow and build up regardless if you have the energy, right? Tough choice here. We do have PCL, but I feel like you don't want to say, I don't know if you necessarily want to give up your Tinas early or not. The one good thing here, again, is we have PCL, double in Desty, so we can just heal that damage off, potentially. Darkrai doesn't help. Darkrai going to bring that up to 60 total. Oh, I'm sorry. No type advantage. No type advantage. Let's see how they get around it. Training area down, so they're doing an extra 10 damage, which means that was a total of 70 damage that turn. Popsicles and Desties. Gonna be nice here. We also did wake up. That is, I feel like, a big thing. Question is now, do we just go for it? I think you can just go for it, right? You have one energy already attached. Popsicle and a PCL in your hand. Or you attach to Ori. No, that's not the answer. You don't want to Ori, because Ori can't one-shot this. Like, once you get this Espeon out of there, things are looking a lot better. I might have even played that Popsicle just so that you lower your hand down as much as possible, because they're going to try to... Like, if they hit a Copycat here and find a Swablu, you're in trouble. Even if it's just 2 cards. All right, PCL's still in hand here, so we still have a chance to escape the sleep. Oh man, these coin flips are huge. Needed these coin flips, preventing extra damage. Now it's also going to allow them to attack. With the Desty heals, we're back up to 110 damage. With Popsicle PCL, it goes even higher. I think we actually would be above our maximum health here. I would also save the PCL. Bro, this guy's coin flips are out of control. He's running with the classic coin. It's treating him well. That's it. That's gonna be it. The Luffy train is unstoppable. The Ori train is unstoppable. Although Ori didn't really play a big role in that game. And it was Tina, for the most part. Tina and Indeedy. Indeed, it was Tina. Indeed, it was Tina. Also, it had to do with Tomat not finding the Swablu right away. If Tomat's able to set up an energy on Swablu and have Mega Altaria turn 2, You're in trouble. What do you do to counter that? Besides Oricorio. All right, here we go. A big shout out to Pocket Mats in chat. I do agree. Also, happy Father's Day, everybody. I'm here spending it with all my favorite children. I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm kidding. Game 2 starting off here. Game 2 going to look a little different than Game 1, it looks like. We do have Tina in the active, Ndidi in the active, but we also have the Swablu on the bench, which is kind of what I was saying last game, right? Or at the start of this game, was if we can find Swablu and get some energy attached to it early on, things are going to look a lot different than they did last game. Darkrai? Question mark? Ooh, Copycat. Not good. Not good. We managed to luck out, not find a Tina. However, that still hit for 40 damage. I guess we can heal that 40 damage off, luckily, with the Ndidi's on the bench. Not a bad setup here, I feel like, right? Question is, where do you put this energy? Do you want to just go big Tina mode and get through? Okay, hold on. We got a game. Let me think. Let me run the numbers. So again, with Ndidi, we bounce ourselves back up to full health, 150 HP. We do have Cape and the Stadium, the Plains, which is going to bump us up to 190 health. We'll go Mega Tina mode. Man, speaking of Megas, I am so excited for Mega Ray. I don't care what it is, I'm maining it. I don't care what it is, I'm maining it. I don't care what I have to do. I don't care if I have to put two Ndidis and 2 Darkrai's with it. I'm maining Rayquaza. Jayquaza. Also, can I just validate myself? I've been saying this the entire, like, maybe Dina listened, and if you did, Dina, thank you. Trust me, you'll make some money off this one. But I've been saying, I think they're going to wrap up B-Series with Rayquaza and Primal Kyogre and Groudon. And it's looking like that might be the case. Maybe. Kyogre, Groudon haven't been confirmed yet, but at least we got Big Ray coming. Hand being blocked here. I'm not sure what we're doing. Did the game freeze? Okay, no, it didn't freeze. I guess you go in with Ndidi. Indeed, that's not good though. Chat is going full dark side now. They're saying, I hope Ori wins this whole tournament. Ori. Chat loved the fact that they made a sleep scam player just rage quit last game, I guess. He didn't necessarily rage quit. He just, I think, saw the future there and kind of knew that it was just delaying the inevitable. Ndidi back to 110 health here. Do we have... What do we have? We don't have a way to get out of the active just yet. I would put... Oh. Oh? Why did we do that? We can't attack yet. Was that a misplay or no? It kind of feels like it was a misplay. We might be looking at a game 3 here. That's all I know. Might be looking at a game 3. Folks, give me like 2 seconds. I've got to step away for like 2 quick seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. I gotta lock in here and find out what I missed. Same game, it looks like. Same game. All right. Full health on Tina. Tina beyond ready to party here. The downside is this Mega Altaria. However, whomstever, we have so much energy on the field here, I think we can afford a retreat on Tina, or Corio's ready to go. So what we could do is we're going to take the hit here. It's going to do 140, potentially. They also opted to go in with Mega Alt instead of going in with Igly. Kind of crazy. Tomat not in a great spot here. The fact that he doesn't have any prize points yet is where he's kind of in trouble. Like, he could go for a... I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Here's my thought, though. We go... Oh, there's Tina. Or not Tina. Excuse me. Cyrus. Cyrus. For our Tina. So we can heal ourselves up. Yep. Bing, bop, boom, bam. We have PCL. Do you even need to retreat here? Like, what if you just attacked? And just said YOLO, McDolo. Because the option here is you retreat, go into Ori. You're only hitting for 130, so it's going to leave Ori with 60 remaining health. I think they're going to go for it. Is this a go for it move then? Are we going for it? Don't you dare hit that button. No way. We're going for it. Buckle up, folks. Makes sense. Okay, so Tomat has no heals. There's no heals anywhere left on the board. We have a PCL ready to go. Or, I'm sorry, Cyrus ready to go. Problem is, we're going to lose our Tina right here. Hum, hum, hum. Oh, hum, hum. And then they clean up with Igly. Does Luffy have a Sabrina? Luffy does not run Sabrina. Okay, so again, Sleep and Darkrai are going to be able to knock out Tina here. The one positive is that we have Ori ready to rock, a second Ori that'll be ready to rock, and PCLs and DDs. So we're essentially negating... Oh. That big at all? No. Not right now. But I think the only thing you could really use it on even is that training area. I would maybe actually just use it, again, just because it's the only thing you can actually do is get rid of the training area. KO on the Igly. Gonna bring Luffy up to 2 prize points. Comes down to this. I think Tomat has to win this now with... That was both there in Igly's. So Tomat has to win this now with just Swablu, Darkrai attacks. Actually, why did we go in with Swablu there? Darkrai's ready to attack. Oh, okay. I see why. I get it. I understand it now. It's only going to hit for 60 damage. And then we PCL, we wake up. I think we win. I think Luffy takes it. Regardless of what happens here, I think Luffy takes it. It's the coin flip. Again, double in DD. We're going to be able to heal all of that damage off. Maybe it's not over. Hold on. This gets really scary still, I feel like. We have to hit one more coin flip, and maybe we used all our coin flip luck right there. I don't know if I like this. Let's see what we do here. See, we should have got rid of that last turn, too. We took extra 10 damage there, and that actually is important. Oh, no! That extra 10 damage was a misplay! If we had 10 more health, we wouldn't have to worry about PCLing here to stay alive. And then we PCL the following turn to bust out of the sleep regardless. Oh, no! Major misplay. Play the cards when you can. Don't tell me this is going to lose the game for him. Oh, no. Oh, boy. They lose because of it! No way! What a misplay! Ha. Game 3. Well, that one... hey. You know what the worst feeling in the world is when you, like, let one play like that be the reason you lost a tournament. Let's hope he wins this next game, because if not, like I said, that one play could be the reason he's out. That sucks to watch. It's so painful to watch those happen sometimes. Understandable, I get it. Sometimes you just don't see the play. Just tough. Tough to watch happen regardless. Yeah, chat's gonna let him know on that one. All right, game 3 starting off here. Good news here, we have Tina starting. All right, well, game 3 here, starting off. Ori's in the active, no Ndidi in sight, which isn't great. Ndidi has been the saving grace here. All right. They did find a Darkrai. They have Swablu on the field. Things aren't looking great here. We do find an electric energy, so Ori should be ready to go next turn. That's a popsicle. Things are getting a little blurry here. Very painful misplay there. It looks like chat just caught up to the misplay, and again, it hurts watching plays like that happen. Let's hope that he can maybe still somehow survive, but this game too, it's just punishing him. Big punish. Pocket loves to do that, I notice. Whenever you make a misplay, like they gave you the opportunity and you missed it, now you're gonna get punished. Big time. Like you're getting punished in a game that's not even related to that last game. That's how bad you're getting punished. Okay, the heads flip, but I think that's kind of a wasted heads flip here. I think we have to PCL. Double PCL here, not bad. Again, I think you have to attack. I don't think bellowing's the answer. I think you go in, go attack right now. You have a second PCL for the next turn, but you have to do this to survive the first turn. You have no energy built up on the bench, so you have to do this. You have to. Have to. Planes 2 helps. I like the planes move. All right. Back up to 100 HP on Oricorio, ready to attack. Next energy coming up is Psychic, which will at least allow us to get Tina ready to go. We'll have to see how this play turns out right here. Tomat doing some thinking here. He does play or set down that second Eevee, which if we can find... Oh boy. Oh boy. Early Sabrina. That Sabrina seems like it might have been a tad bit early there. I don't know if they're going to get a lot out of this, especially if we flip heads here. Okay, hold on. That punished Tomat right there. Or is going to punish Tomat. Games get a little blurry. Bear with it. Again, we're watching this off a player's phone. They're just streaming this off their phone with their data. So things are getting a little bit blurry here. Still, big shout out to everybody that does take the time to stream their games. Means a lot. There's an Indeedee. We needed that. Absolutely needed that. Hold on. Give it a sec. Sorry. Let me wipe it off. All right. Going in with Indeedee, topping this one off. I don't know if that was a right choice there either, because now they can Cyrus in that other Indeedee. Or, Ori, excuse me. Probably not the right play to Cyrus your Ori, though. Good news is, Luffy he does have another Psychic Energy coming up, which is going to allow him to get that last energy he needs on Tina. Barring there any sort of Cyrus play right here. Tomat's stalling. Maybe he doesn't even have... He doesn't have it! Oh, no! It's now Palmot's game to lose. Tomat, excuse me, not Palmot. No. Acceptable. Electric energy coming up next, so if we lose this active Ori, we can just go in with the other one, question mark? Why not just put pressure on? You win. He would have won, guaranteed, if you'd just attacked there. PCL in hand. I guess we win guaranteed without this too, right? Because he has to put him to sleep. Never mind. I lied. I see what the play is now. Well, that got close. That got really close. Probably a lot closer than it should have. But again, PCL in hand. That is going to clutch the game here, regardless of what comes up. Luffy already at 2 prize points. Tina ready to party. All we have to do now is throw that PCL, come in with Tina, and go big. Go big mode. That got scary. That got a little scary. Coin flips heads, doesn't need it anyways. All right, Tina comes in, ready to party. And that's game 3, folks. Ori, double E, Indeedee Ori, I guess it is. Moving on to top 8. This deck is absolutely just ripping through the competition. Almost lost it there with that misplay in game 2, but enough to recover. Great games. Again, got a little hairy there, but let's see what else is still going on here. That game definitely took a little bit. Oh, I got one. I got one lined up for us. Oh, no, I don't have one lined up for us. I lied. This is going to be so bad. I guess it's game 3 right now. Let's hop into it. One, where you at? All right, this is Frog EX 1-1. This is game 3 here. Unfortunately, that last game took a little bit longer than I wanted it to. But game 3 here between Frog EX 1-1 and Desty, Desty. I gotta look at the board state here. What's going on? Desty's ready to rock. 1-1 not looking so hot. Miracle Pop, question mark? You win it with Charizard, right? Just go attach to Charizard, let him take Entei. You have a Flame Patch in hand. That'll be 3-4 next turn. Boom. You just start slamming it down. Popsicle in hand as well. No, don't do that, don't do that. That's a big mistake. Please don't do that. Just attach to Charizard. Well, I'm working on getting the deck list loaded up here, so give me just a sec. All right, Desty taking up, or getting their second prize point there. Go Zard, that's the only thing you can do at this point. Second Flame Patch wins the game. Here we go, all or nothing. And nothing it is. I guess we have PCL and Popsicle. But still, not great. Man, should have attached to Charizard last turn and just Flame Patch this turn. Double Evo here. I think they could still win this, potentially. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Because we're going to take 110 damage here, plus 130 damage. This Popsicle is going to have to go insane. Guys, quick reminder, if you guys haven't liked the YouTube stream yet, make sure to do that. Drop those likes. Definitely helps push this in the YouTube algorithm. And also, guys, we are dual streaming over on Twitch as well. If you guys want to head over to Twitch, I'm going to start dropping some predictions where we can use your channel points to bet on who you guys want to win. We'll do it now. We'll do it after this. Unfortunate ending for 1-1 there. Tough matchup, though. It's the whole day has been just players. The player that we're watching gets paired up against whatever their counter pick is. Feels like that's the entire theme of the day is counter picking. All right, let's see what's going on here. What do we have left? Desty moving on. Oh, Luffy for sure met his match in this matchup here, right? Hold on, let's go watch this game here. Rez versus Nako, I believe it is. Nako? Nako? Where they at? Found him. All right. Let me get the game on the screen here. Rez versus Nako. This is a one. This is game 3, I guess. Each player sitting 1-1. I'll get the deck list loaded up on the screen. I don't know why, but my internet or OBS is saying I'm lagging. So if you guys notice a little bit of lag, might be on my end. Now, god damn it, ISP. Fix it up. Oh my god, I looked away for 2 seconds. All right, well, I guess that's that. Who won that? I didn't even see who won that. Tough, didn't matter in the end. What happened? All right, we got to go to the other player then, Nako. I'm losing all my players. Or we can see what else there is. Hold on, let's see what else we can maybe watch. Standings, pairings. Let's see what we have. Sorry guys, they're moving quick right now. We can go to Bixie versus the Solve. That might not be a bad one. Hold on. Okay, I've got a game lined up for us. We're just waiting on them to start. So give me just a sec. Looks like they're just about to get ready here. It's gonna be a top 8 match. Let me get it set up. I'll also get the prediction set up over on Twitch. So if you guys want to head over to Twitch and bet on this one, we can. But again, let me get this all set up here for us. Sure, I got the deck list right for everybody. Again, players are searching right now, so it should be just a matter of moments till they get into the game. No, wrong person. Okay, I think we're all ready to go. The players are just searching, so as soon as the gameplay is on the screen, we'll have it ready to rock. In the meantime, let me head over to Twitch. Predictions all set up over on Twitch. Here we go. All right. First game in top 8 between Nako versus Nicopiri. Again, predictions are up over on Twitch. If you guys want to head over there, drop a follow, start using your channel points to bet on who you want to win. Totally free, super fun to do. You can redeem your channel points for some fun stuff. Maybe a personalized Hank Hill, personalized Hank Hill impression.
And I tell you what, you're definitely gonna want a dank impression.
Starting off in this game though, let's see what we got here. Nicopiri playing Hydreigon Absol. We haven't watched a Hydreigon Absol game in forever. It feels like weeks. So we're going to watch it from this point of view. Watch, I just had this on earlier, I feel like. I don't know. I don't think we've watched from the POV of Absol Hydreigon in a long while, it feels like. Opting where they want to put this helmet. All right, sorry, doing a little cleanup there in the background. Not a bad copycat there. Although we unfortunately did not find a Hydreigon, so still not a great copycat. Going in with the Dino that I know. Chat, I will say, I mean, discussing the plays that players made is one thing. It's fine to discuss things, but just keep the emotions at a respectable level. You know what I mean? We don't need to get all heated just because somebody made a misplay or I might have overlooked something. Things happen, you know? Players make misplays. It's part of Pocket. That's why we watch these tournaments, you know? And that's the part of these tournaments. That's like the point of these tournaments is to see who makes it to the top. No misplays. And make it to the top. Either way, point being, let's just be nice to the players. I know sometimes players make obvious mistakes, but you know, certain players have certain lines in their heads, and certain other people have other lines in their heads. It's really easy to watch in hindsight, in retrospect, where we can sit here and just like, we're not clicking the buttons. We're not having to put our focus into the game other than just like reacting to it. So there's always that to keep in mind. Like just be mindful that these players still put in work. They still had to make it this far, which isn't an easy task. And you know, misplays do happen. Again, if I was saying earlier, if you haven't made a misplay in this game, you either haven't been playing long enough or you're lying to yourself. Popsicle could be huge here. It has to hit. This has to hit. That's big. That means Hydreigon isn't going to be able to counter KO us. We do buy ourselves a turn. Even if it's just one turn. Dead Lycia. Both Magnemites on the field already. Attaching to Miraidon, we're going to take out the Bombardier. 140 HP, like I said, that means we're going to be able to survive the following Hydreigon hit. All right, well, unfortunately, Luffy has been dethroned. Hydreigon Absol took the reins there and ended up winning. Guys, this is Hydreigon Absol's tournament to win. We have 2 players in top 4, both of them Hydreigon Absol. Uh-oh. What just happened? Why is it always the 3rd week of a set Hydreigon Absol wins? It's like the return of Hydreigon Absol in week 3. Week 2 is Greninja week, where everybody throws Greninja into everything. And then, like I said, then we go into week 3, which is just Hydreigon list. Hydreigon makes its return. Somehow, Hydreigon survived. That is going to be game over here, or game 1 at least. Nicopiri going to be able to KO the Miraidon and then get the counter KO with Sabrina Hydreigon the following turn. Well, who would have thought? Game 1. Easy game 1, too. Well, who would have thought? Hydreigon Absol making its return. Remember, guys, if you want to vote on this, predictions are up over on Twitch. Go head over there quick. Spend your channel points. Predictions close. It's going to close soon, so head over there now. Game 2 starting up here. Should be. There it goes. All right, Nicopiri going second. Or in the active, we've got Dino almost ready to go here, though, with a candy in hand. We'll have to see what we end up getting either from... I don't know how much they're going to play their hand down here. Probably just these cards. There's Hydreigon. Okay, good start here. In fact, it's an amazing start, right? Amazing start here. Bird goes down, Hydreigon, or Absol goes down, Hydreigon goes down the following turn. Could even get Absol ready to go right now, if you wanted to. Tough call here. I would assume they stay in the active with Ori. This is already looking like it's Nicopiri's game to win at this point, especially if we don't see any Magnetons drop down this turn. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's over. It's over! It's over. We're gonna have double Hydreigon ready to go here. Look at this copycat too. This is gonna be an insane copycat. 2 into 6 brand new. I'm sorry. 2 into 6 brand new. I don't even know if, I mean, you could copycat. You could just leave your hand that small. Disgusting. So now we have Rocky Helmet on that Hydreigon. Popsicle could be used. I mean, there's just, you could go so over the top here, it's ridiculous. I would. Why not? Why not? Throw that helmet, throw that Popsicle. Game's not over yet. Double Miraidon, or excuse me, double Magneton Miraidon could still get you, right? What's that? 5 energy? I would Popsicle there. Could be a mistake. Let's find out. Again, we're so far ahead on Nicopiri's end that I don't think it's gonna matter. Yo, is it time to bring back Hydreigon? I've been going full villain this season. You guys, I've talked about it enough already, but we played Sleep Scam on rank this season. And it was fun. I had fun. And we were playing it on stream, so it's fun on stream, right? There's a villain aspect to it where I'm like entertaining to an audience, and we're all living in that villain role. So there's an entertainment aspect to it that way. And I feel like maybe Hydreigon could be good in this current meta. If this Pocket Mads is telling me anything, Hydreigon might be good in this current meta. Considering we're about to have 3 out of our 4 decks in top 4 be Hydreigon. Can't do anything here. All we can do is sit and wait. Again, this is literally so far Jove, it's not even funny. Still don't even have our Magnetons. Bottom 2 on Magneton and Clement. Bottom 3 with Magneton Clement. Absolutely insane. Four cards left. I don't know what you're looking for. Cyrus, I guess. Play your cards down. Maybe you can get it. Play that Popsicle. Hit that Copycat. See if you hit the Cyrus. There's 6 cards in the opponent's hand, so you got a good chance. Popsicle not going anywhere. I'd do it again. Hit it again. What are we waiting for? Popsicle goes bye-bye. 3 into 6 brand new. It's game over. Guaranteed game over now. Oh boy. Unless we get greedy. We could get greedy. Just attack. All right. To be fair, Hydreigon, Nako bricked heavily both games here. Not finding a Magneton till this point in the game is yay. Especially when your opponent finds a turn 2 Hydreigon, Absol, their other Hydreigon, and a Bombardier. Just not fair, I would say. It's just not fair. Cyrus in hand, so again, we know it's over no matter what happens here. Unless we Turo. They could Turo. Turo's the only thing that saves them. It's that easy, baby. It's that easy. Pokeball comes back, so he has it again. Oh, no. All right, he can't attack here, though. What do we do? It's over the next turn. Now it's over the next turn. Unfortunately, too, for the opponent, they have 0 prize points, and even if you were to KO one of these Hydreigons, a Hydreigon isn't worth 3 prize points, or 2 prize points. So you're still in trouble. I guess, you know what? That means next week we're going to see a influx of Dark Ninja decks. Chingling's going to be back. You know what I've noticed this set has been? It's just like people stop respecting mechanics in games. They stopped respecting sleep. Sleep started just going through everybody on opening night of ranked. People stopped respecting Oricorio. Now Hydreigon's back. Hydreigon gonna make a wave, and then Chingling. People are gonna stop respecting Chingling. Chingling will be back. You know what I mean? Like, there's just that one... The meta is in a very, like... what is that thing from Full Metal Alchemist? The two-headed dragon that, like, eats itself, you know what I mean? Or, like, the dragon that's eating its tail, basically. The Ouroboros, I think it's called. We're in, like, an Ouroboros meta right now, where... whatever is meta is going to get countered, and then that thing's going to end up countered, and then that thing's going to end up countered, and we're just it's like a giant circle meta. Which is kind of decent, right? At least we're in a spot where we have multiple options, and then like multiple things can... I don't know, like 1 week something can be good and the next week something can counter it. It's not like we were a year ago where it's like, it's Greninja or bust, bro. Like, what, you're either playing Greninja or you're not. Or you're not playing the game. Still a great run, nonetheless, from Nako. Played his heart out there. I know chat was hating. They're saying Ray's not going to be good. I have full faith that Mega Ray is going to be good. Full faith. They would. When have we ever had a... minus Gengar, when have we ever had a banner unit not be good? I shouldn't say that. That's actually happened quite often. I don't care. I don't care if it's good or not. I'll make it good. I'll put Sleep Scam in there. I'll make it good. All right. Congrats to Niko, and awesome run from Nako. Excuse me. What do we got left here, then? I think everybody's in the top 4s. Let me just make sure everybody's waiting and good to go. Give me just a sec before we get started here. Okay, let me get the game set up here. Hopefully everybody's waiting. Sorry. Do my frantic typing. Give me a sec. Let me get things all set up for us here. It'll take me just one moment. In the meantime, chat, again, make sure you guys are subbed up over on YouTube. Make sure you guys drop that like button as well. I'm going to say it again. We need as much help getting these streams pushed in the YouTube algorithm as possible. But either way, guys, again, make sure you like the stream. Make sure you're subbed up to Maddie's YouTube channel. We are also dual streaming over on Twitch, my Twitch channel. So if you guys want to head on over there, I've also got predictions up and running. Come get your channel points now. What are we doing? Who are we watching from here? I didn't even look. So Babar playing, let's probably watch Babar, huh? He's playing Lucario. But either way, guys, like I was about to finish saying there, go head over to the Twitch channel, drop that follow, and then start betting on who you want to win. We're going to do top 4 and finals here. So head on over there now. I'll have the poll up in just a sec. Actually, probably by the time you guys hear this, it will be up. So be over there, get your votes up, all that good stuff. Bixie making it to top 4 this week. Shout out to Bixie. But he is also playing Hydreigon Absol. He's part of the problem. I can't say anything. I played Sleep this week, so I'm part of the problem. Okay, predictions up over on Twitch. Let's get them started. Oh, you know what? I said I'm ready, and I'm totally not ready. I gotta go to Babar's channel. All right, here we go. They are searching. This will be the first of our top 4 games here. All right, here we go. Top 4. We've got Bixie versus Frog EX Babar. Bixie playing Hydreigon Absol. Babar playing classic. I don't want to say classic, actually. This is last week's Pocket Mads winner. I know, unfortunately, we weren't here to witness the victory last week. I apologize to everybody. I'll say it one last time here. Unfortunately, for those of you, I guess, who didn't hear the news, the reason we didn't have a stream last week, very unfortunate. I had a close friend of mine pass away last week, and I had to take some time off for that. So, again, very unfortunate situation. However, we're back this week, and I don't know. I don't know what to expect here. It's all on Babar to win this. Otherwise, we have Hydreigon Absol taking the top place this week. In fact, if you didn't vote for Babar yet over on Twitch, what are you doing? He needs to win this, right? It's all or nothing on Babar. Bixie going second, so having energy advantage, going to be able to hit with Bombardier on Sock. We're going to sock him in the chin there. Babar does run an Ice Pop, a Copycat. I think we're probably just playing the Ice Pop to minimize our hand before the Copycat here. Potentially. Either way, we get a free hit out of the Ice Pop. Doesn't go away, though, so there is a chance of it returning here. X speed is huge. Oh boy, that's big. That's all big stuff. Big news. Bixie has no way of bumping the stadium out. We have no field blower, no other stadium on Bixie's end, so that arena is there to stay. Could be bad. We could see Sock just act as a tank here, a wall, until we get Lucario ready to rock. Oh, no way. Okay, no Hydreigon this turn is absolutely massive for Babar. I think Babar can actually just go in now. Potentially. Maybe not. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you don't want to do that. Never mind, too. Sock also. 2 retreat cost. Just realized that. Kind of curious what Babar's thinking here. Saw him click on his deck like he's looking for a card. What card are we looking for? PCL? No, that doesn't make sense. Hitmonlee? Maybe? Also doesn't make too much sense. Maybe a helmet. Helmet would have been nice, I guess. I think you do have to attach to Mega Lucario, at least for one more turn here. That way, if they do hit you with Hydreigon next turn, you are ready to counter it. There's the helmet. Still clicking on the deck like we're missing a card, but I don't know what that other card would be. Cyrus? Sabrina? Do we run Sabrina? No Sabrina. I'm lost. I'm at a loss of what we're looking for here. An Ice Pop, I guess, would have been nice here just to try and stay alive for one more turn against the Bombardier, because now you have to go in against Bombardier. Okay. Doesn't look like he likes the play here. I don't know. Again, I'm really confused on what we're waiting for. Hitmonlee? Is it Lee? Lee's the only thing I can think of. Maybe he wants to Lee so we can put a little damage on Hydreigon, Cyrus it out, and then KO it without ever taking damage from Hydreigon. Okay, so we do lose Sock. We lost the Sock. Going in with Mega Lucario. There's Lee. Kick Lee? Is that his name? Babar, I believe, is French. So we may be looking at the French pronunciation of cards. And I think... Kick Lee. I love it. Kick Lee. Okay, so I would imagine we X-Speed out of here. Xpedia.com. We'll go in with Kick Lee. Probably. The good news here with Kick Lee is it forces the op to... either go in with Hydreigon or lose the Hydreigon. Your choice, right? Or do you attack the other one? Because if you hit the dino, you can 2-tap the dino. Then go in for... Yeah, we're doing this. Okay. I guess to finish my thought there, though, is if they manage to not evolve the other dino, you 2-tap it with Kick Lee. And then Hydreigon's going to get one shot by you regardless because you have a helmet on. So even if it does attack into you, it would just be 3 prize points, right? Boom, boom, boom. In fact, if I'm Babar, I don't think I'm actually taking myself out of the active until I, like, physically had... Never mind. Ah. Is this game over? You have to go in with the one with no energy, and then risk a no Cyrus play here. I don't think that's it. If Bixie doesn't pull that second Hydreigon, it's over. Really thinking about it long and hard here. Five cards left. Ooh, Popsicle would be... You're welcome. All right, Popsicle. Popping off now. We need a pop-off here. Absolutely need a Popsicle pop-off. To be safe, we have to get to 150... No, more than that. Oh, boy. Popsicle pop-off. We haven't seen one in a while. If we get to 160, we're safe. 3 more. 2 more. 2 more. Too good to be true. Too good to be true. Still gonna be very scary here. I might have even played Karina. I'm not even joking. I think I would have played the Karina. Things are gonna be scary. Babar definitely has an audience here. He's got his whole cheer team with him. Shout out to Valdin. Either Bixie is trolling us or he doesn't have it. Okay, didn't have it. Didn't have it. Also opted to attack, so we put the energy on the bird. See, do you want to play cards or not? Is the next question. Do you want to give him a chance to get into that Hydreigon? You can't really attack here either. I think you need to retreat and go... How do we play this? So Bixie has to now have Cyrus and Hydreigon. Hydreigon, or Babar could... How do you play this? What do you guys think? I personally think Babar should probably retreat. Now, Bixie has he has 2 Popsicles too, so maybe retreating's not the option. Aye. Who's it going to be, Kick Lee or the other Lucario? We're going Kick Lee. I think that means we're going to try to go with the Cyrus play here. The good news is we do have Karina and Arena in hand, or basically in play, essentially, right? So if by doing the Kick Lee play here, we're either setting up the Cyrus play for next turn, or they have to go in with potentially Absol right now? Question mark. And then Popsicle out of it? Question mark. There is no Popsicling out of it. You're gonna get hit for 190 damage, which is more health than Absol even has. So I think Bixie's lack of finding that second Hydreigon just won Babar game 1. He's got it. No way. Clutched it. Again, Bixie unfortunately wasn't able to find that second Hydreigon. And it gave Babar enough time to get set up. All right, game 1 going to Babar. Crazy game there. Crazy game. Had to dodge the Cyruses, the Absols, all that stuff. Loading up game number 2 here. It'll be just a second. As soon as we have gameplay on the screen, I'll put it back up here. Super funny that chat is very... I guess we've all kind of like given our hopes to Babar here. Babar, you're carrying the entire tournament's hopes and dreams on whether or not you win this. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Did the stream freeze? Uh-oh, I think the stream might have froze. Hold on. One sec, one sec. Let's see what's going on here. Babar. Be it working. Nay. Hold on. I'll do my trick. Oh no, Babar has me muted. Well, guess what, folks? For game number 2, we're swapping POVs. I hope. Okay, perfect. For some reason, Babar's Discord just goofed up. Not a problem. Bixie's out here streaming for us. Thank you, Bixie. This is why it's good to have both players streaming. Give me a sec. I'll get everything kind of resized and swapped over. Again, big shout out. Thank you, Bixie, for also streaming. Things happen. People's phones freeze. People are streaming off phones or even just Limitless freeze. Not Limitless. I'm sorry. The emulator freezes. But either way, fixable. Let me swap the deck lists. We are running on a delay, so I think by the time, like, we get this swapped over with Babar, or by the time he would even hear me in stream, it's gonna be too late. So that's why we just swapped. All right. Boom, boom. Bixie. Boom. Swapped it over. Well, now we know what's coming, right? Energy in the active opts to not attack just due to that helmet on Sock. Well, things are not looking great here for Bixie. I understand why he didn't place Mega Absol. We don't want to get Hitmon lead. We don't want to get Kick lead again. Kick lead in the face. All right, music getting intense, getting serious. Babar opting to put the energy on Lucario. Kind of same setup like we had last game. The good news here, ooh, for Bixie is, I guess we have Sabrina and Sock takes 2 energy to retreat from. Rough game here, folks. Rough game. The bird's going in. Bird is going in. Gonna hit the sock. Sock down to 60, which I guess is at least below 80 for Mega Absol, but still none of this is good. All right. Ice Pop goes out. Which... oh, okay. As I say, if this hits, it's going to bring us outside of KO range. Poor Bixie. He needs to find a Hydreigon yesterday. And even then... that's game, I think. That right there might actually be game. And I'm not even joking. The fact that we had nothing, we are not making any plays still on, like, this far into the game. Babar's this deep set up. It's going to be really tough to get out of this. Real tough. The following turn, we're going to start getting, well, first off, Sock's going to start socking us, and then we're going to start getting kick lead. Taz says, one thing I learned from this tournament is I deleted my Hydreigon deck for absolutely no reason. Taz, don't worry. I did the exact same thing. I was thinking, yeah, Hydreigon, that deck's gone. Hydreigon, get it out of here. And now I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me bring that back. Does actually anybody have any full art? No, I'm kidding. Kidding. I think I already have all the full arts I need. But I do need a gold border Bombardier. Maybe a couple gold border Hydreigons too. I don't know. What do you guys think is cooler? The full art Hydreigons or gold border Hydreigons? Probably gold border, right? At least we find a Hydreigon here. I don't know if this is going to be too little too late, but at least we found it. Crazy, still not putting any energy on Mega Absol. All right, well, Mega Lucario going in. I think we're calling Bixie's bluff here. Still kind of scary, right? Question mark? How much damage can we do here? And imagine we find some sort of Professor into Hydreigon. Imagine we find Professor into Hydreigon. Oh my god, I thought it was happening. Wouldn't that have been wild? Retreat, going to the bird. Hit him with the bird. You have to go bird, otherwise you're going to get kick lead. You have to start setting up your Absol too. Let him kick lead you. YOLO. I would also popsicle the Bombardier so you don't get one shot by Riolu. Do it, Bixie. Play it. Popsicle goes out. Absol goes down. I would only take one hit off the Popsicle too. I don't think you need two. Sure. Personally, I'm saving the Popsicle for my Absol, but that's all right. Absol has to go down here. You got to do it, right? Because what are you going to do without it? I guess this works. I guess this is what you're going to do without it. 5 cards left. It's a 1 in 5 chance. Did Babar already heal it all? Nope, never mind. I forgot about the heals. Babar also running PCL and Popsicle, so chances are he's going back to full health. I think that's it, folks. I think Babar takes it right here. I guess we'll find out this turn right here. Second prize point for Babar. Two unusable into 3 brand new. That's game. That is game over. Well, I guess grats to Babar. Bixie, great run regardless. Made top 4. Still an awesome run. Just rough go with the hand there, right? Poor Bixie couldn't draw any cards. Somebody in chat called him Brixie, and I think that might be a suitable name for today's tournament. But again, big shout out to Bixie, one of my favorite players to watch. Just very unfortunate that we couldn't find our Hydreigons till way too late. And Babar was able to get going turn 2 both games. Moving on, Babar continues to carry our hopes and dreams into the finals. Let me get our other top 4 match set up here between IMP Brendan and Nicopiri. This one's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a double double Hydreigon deck. Hydreigon versus Hydreigon. All right, let's get this all set up. Give me just a sec here. I think I have the right one. This part always gets confusing because I feel like I mix the decks up between the 2 players, like who's running which variant. Let me talk to the players, make sure they're about ready to go. I think we will watch Nicopiri's point of view. We could watch Brendan. Let me see. Is Brendan? If Brendan's in the Discord, maybe we'll watch Brendan. Yeah, we will. Okay. Does that mean I have to swap the deck list? I think it does. I think this is Brandon's variant and Nicopiri. Okay. Give me just a second here. Get everything set up and get started in about 30 seconds. Before we start, I actually need to take 2 seconds and step away from camera. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Let's get them up and running. All right, here we go. Guys, we're going to run another prediction for this top 4 here. Make sure you guys are over on Twitch. Fury versus Brendan. All right, here we go. This is... This sized up, right? All right, here we go. IMP Brendan versus Nicopiri. It's going to be Hydreigon versus Hydreigon. Guys, I'm going to have the predictions set up over on Twitch as well. So make sure you guys head over there and drop your predictions. And again, make sure you guys are over there before the finals. I'm sure everybody's going to want to vote on who we want to win this week. Babar, sitting in finals. He's going to be the only player carrying our hopes and dreams against the onslaught of Hydreigons. He's already made it through one of the 3. And then Nicopiri and Brendan in the other top 4 match right now. One of the 2 of them is going to move on to finals. Who do you got? This match is also up for prediction over on Twitch, so go bet on who you want to win this one. I guess Nicopiri starting off with Bombardier in the active, however, no Dino setup, and Brendan does have a Hydreigon ready to go. I would be scared if I was Nicopiri. Oh my lord! What a professor that was. Brendan is probably freaking out. Here we go. That's a start. What do you guys think? Would you actually... what is it? It's not bellow. Roar in unison. Would you roar in unison on the other Hydreigon this turn, just to get some energy built up on it? I guess you can do it the following turn. It's not really in any danger this turn. Well, things couldn't be going better for Brendan if he tried, I feel like. Oh my lord. Maybe this isn't great because he just pulled his Cyrus up against Absol. That could also mean nothing. We did hit a popsicle too, though. That's also absolutely huge. This is going to allow us to potentially stay alive here. We do have to get at least one hit off this popsicle. But still possible. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. We have our other Hydreigon sitting on the bench waiting. With Osiris. So I think that's actually game over, no matter how you slice it, right? Unless Nico finds his Hydreigon right now. Also, maybe a bird could save his butt too, right? Or did he lose? I think he already lost his bird. What am I talking about? He found it. He found it. I don't know if this is who I would be popsicling. I would try to save the popsicle for my other Hydreigon. Am I crazy about that? I don't know why any of this matters. Because it's over no matter what we do here. We have Cyrus in hand. Game 1, gonna go to Brendan. All right. Again, we got Cyrus in hand. And that will be enough to clutch game 1. Somebody in chat. Doug's in chat. Not somebody. Not just somebody. It's Doug Z. Doug's in chat says, turn 3 double Hydra is a 3% chance of happening. We saw it here. You guys saw it here. On Pocket Mad's number 36, Dynamic Drive. Brandon going crazy. He's showing off for us. He says, I want that final spot. All right, one more game and he gets it. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Well, Brandon, you've got some cheerleaders now. People are rooting for you. I'm seeing best Hydreigon player in the world? Question mark? Uh-oh. Let's find out. Having to start with Absol going first is not great. That's probably one of the worst starts you can get. However, his hand doesn't look terrible. Uh-oh. Is this just going to be a complete reversal of last game? Double Pokeball here. Okay, we can bird ourselves out. That's good. We aren't stuck in the active. What do you guys think? I would go probably Hydreigon in the active? Question mark? Helmet on the or Dino, I guess. Well, good thing he pulled the bird there. I don't know. Brendan might be. So we're going first, which could be a good thing now that we have a Dino in the active. With a candy in hand. Can't tell how many cards are left in Brendan's deck. I would guess like 13. Oh my god, I got the hiccups. But either way, like 13 cards left in Brendan's deck. I would imagine... It's like a 1 in 3 chance of him finding a card that could lead him to a Hydreigon. Maybe a little less. Like a 1 in almost 4 chance. Or no, I'm sorry, it would be a 1 in 4 chance. He's got what? 2 professors, a copycat, 2 copycats, and then 2 Hydreigons. Actually, it's 6 cards out of maybe a 50% chance that he finds a Hydreigon or a card that could lead him to a Hydreigon. Okay, that's not it. We got the wrong percent that we wanted. The wrong percent of the chance. I guess the one good thing here, though, is we can heal that damage off. Do you risk losing your Hydreigon? No, you don't. Good play. Going with the bird. Okay. Professor, next turn, and we also got at least one hit off of the hiking trail there. Sabrina going out. Uh-oh. This could be the end of our first dino. Aggressive play here from Nicopiri. Nico says, I'm getting rid of your dino, and I'm gonna... You don't even have another one yet, so it's at least one more turn before you can get the Hydreigon set up. I'm going big. Downside is 80... The helmet puts him down into KO range for Absol. All right, here we go. Brendan, I would assume, goes in with Absol. Here's Brandon's chance to maybe do a little damage to the back row here. Steal a card that Nicopiri needs. We find our other dino too, so we're right back in the action. Let's see. Hydreigon for next turn. It's a shame we didn't have it this turn. But maybe not. Maybe this is the more optimal, ideal play anyways. Now we get a hit with our Absol. We get rid of... Copycat for sure. Yeah, it's unfortunate you can't steal the Cyrus this turn, but if you get rid of that Copycat and their ability to draw into a Hydreigon, especially since Brandon's sitting on 4 cards right now. All right, let's see what happens here. Pokeball comes out. This could be it, guys. Oh, no. I unfortunately don't think that's the card you're looking for here. We might be losing our second dino. With only one prize point to show for it, unfortunately. Well, Nicopiri definitely on the back foot here. We know his Cyrus is in hand as well, which looks like is about to get taken. And after that, we see Brendan with Sabrina and Hydreigons. It's over, folks. It's all over but the crying. We have Sabrina, Cyrus, Hydreigon set up. There's no getting out of this. Wait, what are you doing? Just go in. Go in. You can do it. You can, Sabrina. Do it. Strike him down. Yep, going big. Let's do it. I think you should. I'm all for going big here. Team go big. Kind of scary though, in the sense, I guess not, right? We do have Cyrus in hand. The best play that Nicopiri could do right now would be to retreat into a Hydreigon, KO Brandon's Hydreigon. However, like we see in Brandon's hand, it's all over but the crying. It's like Brandon gonna be the one to face down. Why am I brain farting? Who it is? Who's in the finals? Mega Lucario. Babar, that's who it is, Babar. Still a great run, though, from Nicopiri. Making it all the way to top 4, showing us that Hydreigon is indeed back. I don't know. You know what? I also think, as toxic as it is, Hydreigon's not a bad choice to grind ranked with. It's a very consistent deck. Seems like it's back right now. Like, it's in a good spot. Without Sceptile being around, it's in a decent spot. Has Brendan won 2 Pocket Mats now? Is this his potential 3rd Pocket Mat win? No way. There's no chance. Navrix might get dethroned today. Navrix, the other 2-time champ, as well as Varoom. Navrix, Varoom, and Brendan, all 2-time champions here. All right. Excellent games there. Excellent run from Nicopiri. and Brendan. I mean, Brendan is just... I guess the title reigns true. Greatest Hydreigon player in the world. All right, folks, give me just a sec. We'll get set up for our finals match. Just a moment here. What do we think? I guess I probably have to watch from the, from Babar's point of view, right? Let's do it. We'll go Babar. Give me a sec. Let me swap everything over, and we'll get everybody up and running. These guys going. All right, boom, boom, boom. All right, deck list. Give me a sec. Okay. Oh boy, what's going on? Why'd the stream end? What happened? Okay, I think Babar might have had to restart here or reload, which is perfect because I needed just a sec. Frog, Babar, and he. Perfect. Okay, I think we're all ready to rock and roll here. Let me let them know they're good to go. All right. Looks like we are just about all set up here. I let the players know they are good to search. Okay, things are good there. I'm going to get the prediction set up over on the Twitch side of things. So again, make sure you guys are heading over to Twitch. And bet on the finals. Who's going to win the finals? Hydreigon Absol, Brendan, or Mega Lucario. They are searching now, so it should be just a sec until they get into their match. Awesome. Here we go, folks. Game 1 of the Pocket Mads number 36 finals. All right, we've got IMP Brendan with 2 wins already under his belt, looking for his third, playing Hydreigon Absol, going against Frog EX Babar. Babar playing Mega Lucario. I believe this is the winner from last... Well, the same deck, excuse me. It's the same winning deck from last week. Or at least very similar. The Pokemon setup's the same. I don't know about the supporters. I'd have to double check. But either way, similar deck from last week that won. Going against Hydreigon Absol. Not only that, but had to cut through a wall of Hydreigon Absols to get here. We had 3 out of our 4 in top, in our top 4 show up as Hydreigon. So again, Hydreigon back in force this week. Babar, the lone wolf here, playing Mega Lucario. But either way, here we are, first game in our finals. A great start here from Babar. In fact, I think it's a darn near perfect start. Literal God hand. Going up against Brendan, who unfortunately had to start with Absol in the active. 50 damage. Oh boy. Oh boy. Not only did he start with Absol in the active, he had to start first with Absol in the active. So he's down on energy, didn't have the dinos down. Didn't have the dinos down. Not what you want to do, not where you want to be. Copycat here from 3 into 3. Let's see what we get. We at least were able to drop a Bombardier. But still, things are not looking great already. Reminder, folks, if you want to bet on this match, head on over to the Twitch channel. Make sure you're followed up so you can get some channel points, and then spend your channel points on who you think is going to win. All right. Well, Babar just saying, you know what, I'm good. I'm in a good spot. Let's go for it. I'll get through you before you get through me. Not only that, but Babar building a ticking time bomb on the bench here. Poor Brendan, what a horrible start here he had. It wasn't just that Babar had a literal God hand start. It was also the fact that, oh boy, poor Brandon just is having one of the worst possible starts he can have. You could just go in. Why not just go in? X speed, go in. Like, what are you afraid of at this point? What are they going to do to you? I'd have gone in. I'd have done it. I'd have gotten greedy. Because at the bare minimum, they can, like, what are they going to, they can drop a dino, and then they sit there for a turn. Not only that, but, like, what are they going to do? They can't tank with the dino they just put in. That's not evolved. Poor Brendan, what sort of hand is this? We almost should have watched from Brendan's point of view because what happened here? Straight not good. I mean, Cyrus at this point, it's over. The following turn, no matter what. Throw in the X speed. Get it out of here. All right, well, we played it safe, and I think there's, again, no way out at this point. We have Cyrus in hand. If Brandon decides to attack, I guess there is a way out. Here's the way out. We heal up with a popsicle, and this popsicle has to just be the most insane popsicle that lasts for like 3 turns. Sabrina, if you know what I mean. I'd put in Kickley. Poor Brandon. All right, well, game one looking real good there for Babar. In fact, that was probably one of the best possible starts he could have. On the opposite end of the field, that was literally one of the worst possible starts you could have for Brendan. Let's see if game two... Oops, I marked that game wrong. Let's see if game two, we can have a better start. We can correct that. All right, here we go, guys. Game number 2 in the finals between Brendan and Babar. This is a good one. This is a good one. Brendan wins this. This is his 3rd win. He is playing sort of the villain this weekend. I mean, you walk into the stadium and the finals with Hydreigon or a sleep deck, you are pretty much automatically the villain. I didn't make the rules. I just am letting you know how it goes. I'm just the messenger here. Just the caster. Okay. Okay. Well, how's this for a potential game 3 setup? Babar, good to drop the stadium. There's nothing that's gonna bump it out of there. Okay, comes down to this. Does Brendan have a good start under his belt? We don't know. I guess I should say under his hood. That's a little bit more appropriate. Either way, we started with the Pokeball. It's 5 cards in hand. Well, 4, I guess, without that basic you just dropped there. Professor. Okay. The old Professor, then Pokeball. Or Pokeball, then Professor. Excuse me. Looks like we found a bird. Going for the attack, question mark, question mark. Yes, we are, exclamation point, exclamation point. Finally finding a Pokeball. And this could be all we need, actually, for Babar. It's not great. Let's kick Lee. Well, a Hydreigon here won't feel great. Let's see what happens. Brendan, did you use up all your Hydreigon luck last turn, or are you the god of Hydreigons? Here we go. He's coming in like Seto Kaiba. Oh, wait, wrong game. Another Pokeball, that's gonna guarantee his Absol. He absolutely has it. Helmet going out. Do we have any heals? It doesn't matter, really. I wouldn't drop the Absol here either. Just a word of warning. Energy goes on the second Dino. Helmet goes on the second Dino. There's nothing that's getting rid of these helmets either. Not a bad spot for Brendan. Brendan gonna be able to heal up. He has the Absol in hand. Keeping the Popsicle as well. Almost out of time, so if we're gonna flip that thing again, you better hurry up. I would just attack, I think. You're not in any danger here. Babar, however, it comes down to this. Are we looking at game 3 or not? Uh-oh. 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 A desperation copycat. What do we have going on here? Oh, we found it. No way. No way. This is a Lucario for, or excuse me, a Riolu for sure. Crazy, crazy turn of events here. I think it still might be too little too late. Absol going down. Now that it's safe. 12 cards left in Babar's deck. He needs... Can't really be a copycat. It's got to be a Professor or a Lucario. Has to happen. keeping the popsicle. That's not good. In fact, we just healed out of 100. I think that's our last chance of pulling this off. Aye. I'm sounding like Alpha 5. Brandon using all his luck on this popsicle right here. All right. I mean, even if we top deck Lucario, I don't think it's enough. I really don't. No way! He did it, though! It's a slugfest between these two players. Neither one giving up. What a fight this turned into. I think, again, too little, too late. Maybe. Maybe, though, right? So, the one good thing going for Babar is the fact that... Never mind, it's game over. That right there is a locked-in game over. There's no getting out of it. Gonna hit into Lucario for 130. Best we can do is PCL. And it's game. Wow. Wow. All right. Well, the shoe was on the other foot that game, that's for sure. And now we're going to put our shoe on our third foot. Wait, nope, never mind. Not going to say that. We're going to game 3. All right, game 3 starting off here. They are searching, obviously, as you guys just saw. Insane finals here. A little back and forth between Hydreigon and then Mega Lucario. This is, again, Mega Lucario, kind of the same deck that won last weekend. Up against Mega... I don't even want to call it... I guess it is Mega Absol. Thought said Mega Hydreigon. It is basically a Mega. Again, players are searching. We're just waiting for that game 3 to start up. Guys, if you're here, you haven't yet hit that like button. You haven't yet dropped a follow. You haven't yet dropped a sub. Make sure you do all of that. Definitely helps us out a lot. Big shout out to Maddie and the Pocket Mads crew. Here we go. It's game number 3 in our finals for Pocket Mads number 36. We've got Brennan versus Babar. Oh no, Babar, the game froze. The game froze. The game froze. The game froze. Babar! We gotta go to Brendan. Gotta do it. Game 3 is gonna be from Brendan's point of view. Oh boy. The Discord froze. His Discord froze, so that's all we can do. This is it. Oh no, wait, what happened? Oh! His game crashed. I think. Or he's fixing Discord. Oh, he's fixed it. He fixed it. Okay, we're going back. We're going back. We're going back. We're going back. Thank you, Babar. I don't know how he heard me. But he heard me. Oh no, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Time out. We've got an issue. We've got a major issue. Babar crashed. Like bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, you guys. This is not good. Babar crashed. What do we do? Oh, he made it. He made it. 20 seconds left. Babar is the man. Saved the stream and made it with 20 seconds to go. Is this destiny? Let's find out. Starting first, he's got Riolu in the active, but he has a decent hand here. What do you guys think? Are you professoring? Are you copycatting? He's going for the copycat. This could be a big gamble here. 3 unusable into 4 brand new. Forget about it, baby. Here we go. This could actually be a better start than having Sock in the active. Riolu only has a 1 retreat cost. We'll see what happens here. Unfortunately, we did have to start first, so we aren't going to get any sort of energy advantage. The following turn, I would imagine we just build Riolu on the bench, come in with Lucario, and go big. Go ham. Brandon, it's an uphill battle. It's looking pretty uphill at this point. Let's see what's going on. I mean, it's not over. It's anybody's game still. Brandon could go pop off next turn if he pulls Hydreigon. Not gonna evolve yet. Interesting choice. Could be a smart one because Brandon does run Sabrina. Second dino going down. Do we see the evolution this turn? I didn't remember what Brandon's hand looked like. Sabrina is gonna happen. This might buy him a turn. Poor Brandon. Where are those Hydreigons at? The Hydreigons are all gone. Where have all the Hydras gone? You guys remember that song back in the day? The Where Have All the Cowboys Gone? You lay, you low, you lay, you low. I might have just unlocked a memory for some of you. All right, well, we find our Hydreigon. That's actually pretty big here. Not only did we find Hydreigon, we found everything. We even have enough energy. I mean, Absol's already got energy. Hydreigon's got energy. We're looking pretty good for energy on Brandon's end. Whoa, going in, going big with Absol. I absolutely did not see this one coming. This could be a game-winning play. We're stealing the Cyrus right now. No way. Yo, is Brandon set to win his third Pokemans with the most insane move of the entire tournament? No, he just lost, actually, because Kickley's going to be able to, knock him out, right? Oh, it's over. Wait, why did we do that? What happened? Wait, what?
Now, what the hell?
I am kind of confused. For a sec, I thought we were having like a massive play, but now I'm like, wait a sec, we're about to take 160 damage with Kickley on the bench. Unless this is a popsicle in our hand, we need 2 popsicles right now. Like right now. Okay, there it is. It has to hit. Oh my lordy, lordy, lordy. Oh, sorry, I don't know why this was all sized goofy. Let me get everybody in on this. Helmet going out. Yo, oh no, oh no, oh no. So, Brandon gonna be able to hit Lucario. Lucario can't attack back here. We're gonna have to retreat out. We have an X speed, but that's not necessarily what we want. It's a 2-shot on Absol. However, the other problem here is we're not gonna be able to KO the Absol in one go, and that Hydreigon's gonna counter KO the Kickley in the active. So, Babar might be in trouble. What a game. What a game. Even threw in a DC just to spice things up a little bit. This is like one of the best finals I've seen in a minute, it feels like. Maybe it's just because I was gone last week, but... All right, here we go. Moment of truth. What is in Brandon's hand? We don't know. I guess Babar doesn't have any prize points. He won't have another Cyrus either. Yo, was that Cyrus steal literally like game winning? That was insane. What a play. Left him with 10 health. He had to hit the popsicle. It was insane. I'm watching chat right now be like, what? Half of chat, the Twitch side is saying goated play. YouTube saying, why would he do that? We're gonna find out. It might end up being a goated play. No way, it's over! We have our first three-time champion? No way. We're gonna have to confirm that, but I think this is our first three-time champion. I know I've seen Brandon's name at the top of Top Cut week after week. Wow, what an insane play. It worked out. I'm losing my mind at how insane that move was. Hyper aggressive, but it totally paid off. Wow. Insane victory from Brandon. I can't believe that. Holy smokes. What an insane finals. That was like one of the best finals I've seen in a long time. It doesn't matter what the decks are, it just matters what the plays are, right? Like these decks weren't anything crazy. Normal decks, but the plays from both players, absolutely insane. Wow. Congrats to both players. Brendan taking it. Can we go look? Should we confirm that real quickly? Let's see if I can go back and find out how many Brandon has actually won here. Brandon, one. Here's one. Oh boy, so this is... We have our first three-time champion confirmed. It's confirmed. First three-time champion. Right here. Check this out. We go down. Brandon won back in April. He won Pocket Mads number 26. Go down again. He won Pocket Mads number 21. Brandon on a terror. Can I update this? Will it show that he won this one now? We might have to, I think we have to finalize it for it to go through. But if we go into it, the top dog himself, Brandon, playing Hydreigon Mega Absol. Let's take a quick look at the deck list for everybody at home. This is it. This is it. The deck that won, Pocket Mads number 36. Absolutely crazy. All right. Going back to the standings, we'll take a quick look at the standings, the metagame, before we wrap things up. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that showed up this weekend. Thank you guys so much Don't forget to hit that follow button before you guys head on out of here. Also, don't forget to hit the sub button. I forget we're YouTube and Twitch. Don't forget to sub YouTube, follow Twitch. Make sure to hit that like button on YouTube. All that good stuff. Maddie's going to be dropping Meta Monday tomorrow, breaking all this information down in detail, so make sure you guys check that video out. Again, big shout out to Pocket Mads and the entire Pocket Mads crew for putting these tournaments on. This was a fun one this weekend. And then, again, a big shout out to all the players and the viewers. You guys show up week after week. I love hanging out with you guys. I really missed you guys last week when I wasn't here. Super good to be back. Again, big shout out to the players, especially the ones that stream their games for us in Discord. Really helps put on a show. Again, let's go through the standings just real quickly here while we're at it. Top 4, a lot of Hydreigon here this weekend in top 4. Babar making it all the way up to 2nd place, just couldn't quite clutch it. That absolute insane, crazy play from Brendan. I don't even care. I mean, that deserved to win the tournament. I'm gonna be real, that deserved to win. Moving down the list. I think Dino watched that and they were like, yep, give him the 3rd win. He deserves it. Anyways, moving down the list here, we had our Hydreigon Absol decks. We had Suicune Baxcalibur from Desty. We had Miraidon Magnezone from Nako. We also had Luffy coming in 7th place with Indeedee Giratina. This one was kind of crazy. Let's take a quick look at this one. So, it was just double Indeedee, double Incorio, double Indeedee, double Oricorio, single Giratina. You know, you're healing. Double PCLs, double Lucky Ice Pops, double Capes, Field Blower, PCL, or I'm sorry, not PCL, Poncho and Stadium here. The Stadium and the Giant Cape combo together can bring up your Oricorios to like Mega Oricorio mode with 110 HP, or your Tina up to 190, Indeedee, 170. I mean, you can get these guys up to outside of KO range for a lot of things. And it did really well. 7th place is nothing to scoff at for this deck. I think he just had kind of a bad run going into Hydreigon. Obviously, this deck is going to struggle into Hydreigons, just due to the fact that Oricorio isn't a wall for Hydreigon. But other than that, again, this deck did pretty well, and was kind of fun to watch, too, so. Going down the list, anything else? Anything else? We had Charizard, we had Meowscarada, Zoroarks. Was that our top placing Zoroark? I guess it was. Outlaw in 17th place. Sleep Scam wasn't as good as I wanted it to be this weekend. Like I said, Sleep Scam has definitely fallen off of a cliff this last week. It was good that first day of ranked, and now people are ready to counter it. Coming in 40th place, though, this was also another interesting deck, was Numatonale, one of our favorites, playing Tina and Mewtwo EX. Let's take a quick look at this deck list. Double Tina, 1 Mewtwo, 1 Indeedee. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Numa ran into an Oricorio player, and that was it. Yeah, he ran into Luffy, the Oricorio player. The Immortal Oricorio, the healing Oricorio player, I guess I should say. But either way, here's the deck list. Running, what is it? I guess 16 supporters. Two stadiums. We've got our starting planes in a plaza. This also runs a Mars. Not many decks get the opportunity to run card control or deck control. And I think Mars is I think Mars is great to add in decks that can make it happen. Hey, we even have Nabrix in chat. Yo, the GOAT himself. He's gonna have to win a 3rd one. Absolutely insane turnout, though, guys. Thank you again for tuning in. Let's go back to the list just real quickly here. Any other standouts this weekend? A couple future decks were fun to watch. There's people in chat saying Future's the wave. Hey, a Flygon deck as well. Flygon Giratina, not bad. Maddie's going to break all this information down tomorrow. Just real quickly before we go, I'm going to take a quick glance at the metagame, and we'll see what showed up and how it did. 10% of the share this week was Zoroark. But we looked at the standings just now. Top placing Zoroark was only 17th place. The win percentage also kind of down this week too. So Zoroark not doing as great as, you know, I think we all hoped it would be. Magnezone Miraidon sitting at an even 50%. Going down the list, Suicune Baxcalibur not doing so hot. Sleep Decks also not doing so hot. Below 50, sub 50 here. Hydreigon, Absol, Lucario, these are all, again, obviously, they're going to be above 50% this week, just due to the fact that 3 decks for Hydreigon made it into the top 4. Mega Lucario almost won the thing. In fact, Hydreigon won the thing, right? So that is a good reason why that win percentage is so high. Scrolling down the list, anything else sticking out here? Double Magnezone, Magnezone EX, Magnezone. So I think this is the Golfer MT's variant of Magnezone Miraidon, and this is literally the best way to play it, I feel like. But either way, that's my new jam, is the Magnezone EX Magnezone variant running double Zeraora for Miraidon. Going down the list, again, some more Miraidons just sitting at above 60%. The lower we get here, the more skewed the percentages are going to get, so kind of take these with a grain of salt. Blaziken doing very well, almost a 70% win rate for the 3 people that ran it. But either way, guys, that is it for this weekend. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Again, make sure you guys hit that sub button. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the stream. Definitely helps push it in the algorithm. And then also, guys, if you're not followed up over on Twitch, make sure to do that for me as well. Start getting your channel points. We run predictions on this channel all the time, every weekend. And it's, you know, it's fun to build up your channel points. It's fun to bet on who you think is going to win these. It just gives you a little more emotion into it, right? I felt like that's why this finals this weekend was so good, is there was a lot of just emotion into it. But either way, guys, again, thank you so much. Big shout out to Brennan for winning it. The first 3 times Pocket Mad champion. Nabrick's going to have to win his third one, right? He's going to have to come back. Either way, guys, again, thank you guys so much for coming out. A lot of fun. Stick around on Twitch. We're going to end up rating somebody. So stick around there. And again, make sure you guys are liked, subbed, followed, all that good stuff. I will catch you guys in the live stream. Catch me out on live streams. I'm going to be live streaming ranked all week this week, guys. I am trying to chase that top 100. We're definitely top 1,000 right now. So come hang out on the streams. I will see you guys on the live stream. Thank you guys again for hanging out. Adios. You guys have a great afternoon. Again, stick around on Twitch. We're raiding somebody. Later.